coordinate ourselves well when we trying. So thank you very much for availing yourselves.
First of all, I'd like to say to all of you, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming to this very important workshop that we're having here, and that has been organized by the Director NDMO and her team that are with you this morning. And it gives me great pleasure to be here, to be invited to open this workshop, because I think what we're doing in the DRR, you all know what DRR is, eh? Yes, no? Yes, okay, you all know. But you know, one of the big problems that we have in any country, we come up with lovely plans, we come up with lovely policies, we come up with lovely laws and huge penalties. But the problem is we never implement them, so they don't have an impact on society. They don't have an impact. They don't make a difference in people's lives. They don't allow us to be prepared for the things that will eventuate in the future. That's one of the reasons that we're having this workshop. The National Disaster Risk Reduction Policy has been endorsed by Cabinet. It has been launched by the Prime Minister, but we need it to start working. And in order for it to work, it cannot be done by NDMO alone. It needs to be implemented across all of government. If we don't implement it across all of government, it'll be a lovely document that sits on somebody's shelf. We don't want that to happen. We want to make sure that this thing works. So as a Minister for Disaster Management, I better read part of this speech, then later I'll come up with some of the points that I want to make. I'm a keen advocate for the reduction of the impacts of disasters on our nation, and I've been regularly following up with the NDMO on the progress of the implementation of this policy, which was launched by the Honorable Prime Minister last year. And you know, we've been rebuilding. We have been in the process of rebuilding from the effects of Tropical Cyclone Winston, and our efforts have been further hampered by the recent back-to-back impacts of Tropical Cyclone Sarai and Tino, and there have been a few others. I think there have been 5 altogether in this region. 2 have come to Fiji. Yeah? The others have gone past us, and we thank God for the fact that they've gone past. They have always been. The ones that have come through this season have been small ones, but the big one will come. The big one will come, and our job as part of the NDRR policy is to make sure we put into effect the kinds of things that make sure we reduce the risk from the big one when it comes, and even from the small ones when they do come. We are witnessing the impacts of climate change and its associated consequences on natural hazards almost on a daily basis. Natural hazards are becoming more frequent, and their intensity and impacts are more profound, more stronger than ever, more damaging than ever. It is therefore critical that the way we deal with natural hazards must change. We must change the mindsets of our people, change the mindsets of businesses and communities, and we must lead the change ourselves. As government, and you as civil servants must lead that charge. Because you and I, we are entrusted by the citizens of this country to put in place policies that is for their benefit and make sure those policies are implemented. If not, it's all to naught. We can no longer be content with the status quo, whereby disaster risk reduction is often an afterthought of development processes and policies, and more often than not, it is completely forgotten. Disaster risk reduction must now be at the forefront of our planning systems and process. Every program, every activity, every project that is planned should have a risk management approach built into it right up front. And that approach should not only identify, assess, and analyze the risks, it should also have a risk management plan that includes the measures for risk prevention, risk mitigation, preparedness for response and recovery, training and capacity development, and institutional and operational systems and processes for risk management. I am therefore glad to note the progress that has been taken thus far in mainstreaming of the policy. And I'm told that similar workshop was hosted last week for disaster service liaison officers. Mainstreaming, all of this work on disaster risk reduction must be mainstream so that all ministries in Fiji see it as part of their normal job, not as an add-on. It must be a part of your normal job. That's what I mean by mainstreaming, that we begin to see it as part of our core business whenever we implement the work that is required for our particular ministries and for our particular agencies. It must be mainstreamed into everything that you do. This two-day workshop is thus a continuation of our efforts and commitment to ensure that disaster risk reduction is mainstreamed into the various legal and policy frameworks for Fiji. This can only be achieved if we have multi-sectoral commitment in risk governance, and this is why you are here. As government agencies, we must work together to ensure that we are providing the enabling environment necessary for promotion of disaster risk reduction. This includes policies, strategies, legislation, and other instruments that guide and coordinate disaster risk reduction. And most importantly, to provide financial and other resources for effective DRR mainstreaming at the national and local levels. The DRR policy has things that each of your agencies has to do. Each of your agencies has a role to play. So one of the things that we need to do now, we need to make sure that the action items that are under disaster risk reduction are reflected in your annual business plan, your annual corporate plan, and that they are also reflected in your 5-year strategic plan. We have to take the components of the disaster risk reduction policy and implant it into your corporate plans, your business plans for the year, and implant it also into your 5-year plans. And those action items must then be reflected in your budget submissions, whether it's an annual budget submission or it's a 5-year budget submission. That's the only way we can make sure that the things we're talking about here become a reality and they not just become a lovely document that sits on the shelf. That is absolutely critical. The saying goes that if you put $1 into prevention, you will save $7 on fixing things when they go bad. So if we invest $1 now, it saves us $6 that we might have had to spend if we did not invest that $1 immediately up front. We should not confine our mainstreaming efforts to the national level. DRR must be decentralized into all levels, and a whole of society approach is to be promoted, whereby it is the responsibility of all, with engagement and participation of all stakeholders and communities. In line with this proactive approach, my ministry, through the NDMO, is now revising the National Disaster Management Act with a view of making it up to date with the new trends in disaster risk management, both natural and man-made, and a national community-based disaster risk management training manual is currently being tested in a few communities prior to its endorsement to standardize all CBDRM meaning community-based disaster risk management training. In saying this, I am, however, well aware of the challenges that face us in trying to make disaster risk reduction a priority. And as a developing nation, our focus and resources are often competing with other priorities, particularly the need to ensure that we provide for the economic and social development of our people. But disaster risk reduction is also about economics. It's also about the future of our people. If we are able to put preventive measures into place now, we can make sure that that the economy is not completely destroyed when we have a big disaster that engulfs us. We therefore, in a lot of cases, we tend to have a siloed mentality that makes us focus exclusively on our different mandates and ignores the cross-cutting and real linkages that exist between our different lines of work. National workshops such as this are therefore valuable opportunities for us to come together and share experience and expertise on how to tackle vital cross-cutting issues such as climate change and disaster risk reduction. It is in this spirit of collaboration and teamwork that I urge you to participate fully in the discussions and presentations both today and tomorrow. There is no greater challenge facing us as a small island developing nation, apart from climate change and natural disasters, and your contribution over these 2 days will enable us to formulate practical solutions to ensure that our nation and people are kept safe and that our development is risk-informed, resilient, and sustainable. So I'm looking forward. I hope that that you come to the workshop. You're all at different levels. I'm glad to see that there are some people at director levels here. I will count on you, this ministry will count on you to take what you have learned here and to see that it's reflected in the work of your ministries. That means we will require you to become an apostle or disciple, to spread the gospel of making sure that disaster risk reduction is reflected in all of your different agencies. That's what we rely upon you. We don't have your permanent secretaries here, your deputy secretaries, you are here. I'm hoping that you get this information, that you take it, and you go and make a change in your ministry. And when you do that, you will have an impact on disaster risk reduction in this country as a whole. That's what we want to do. We want to put in the measures to make sure that when the big calamities happen in Fiji, that we already have put in place things that will reduce that risk, reduce the impact on the people in this country. So I count on you, all of you. See that your role that you're here is not just to come and sit and listen, to come and formulate the plans, and after that to make that plan work, to make a difference in your ministry in terms of implementing the DRR, and by that way make a difference in the lives of the people of this country who will face calamities, who will face disasters in the future. So with those words, I wish you well in the workshop, and I'm looking forward to hearing from the director on the outcomes. God bless us all. And may God save us from the coronavirus that is coming, and may God save us from the disasters that befall us in the future, and may this workshop be as successful as possible. Nabalyo.